FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
After this book event is over, and all of you are lugged down carrying your 10 copies out of the store, you're going to turn on the TV and you're going to hear a message that says, the only thing that matters is presidential politics, and the only thing that matters is electing the right person to hand down change from Mount Olympus. This paternalistic view of politics that we've been taught over the last 30 or 40 years, that politicians deliver us change, we don't deliver change for ourselves. It was Sherrod Brown in my book, senator from Ohio, who says that's exactly the problem, is that people don't understand that Washington is the last place that embraces change, not the first place. 30 state legislatures, as just an example, had to pass civil rights laws before Congress even debated it. So we are being taught right now, we are being told by political candidates that the election will mean change, that a candidate, or whatever candidate, Barack Obama, for instance, is telling us that he is a social movement. And I don't blame him for that. He's trying to win an election. That's his role. He's trying to do whatever he can to win the election. But we cannot be fooled to think that any candidate is a political movement unto themselves. No election, candidate, or party is a political movement. The history of this country is the history of political uprisings and movements forcing candidates to do things that they don't want to do. Remember when Hillary Clinton, and I'm not picking on her, but you remember when she said that comment about Lyndon Johnson, that Martin Luther King needed a president to pass civil rights laws, and people said, oh, that's, they were sort of race-tinged. I didn't believe it was race-tinged, although I certainly think other parts of her campaign message has been race-tinged. I didn't find a problem with that being race-tinged. What I found a problem with that was that it fundamentally misunderstands how power works in this country. Presidents like Lyndon Johnson are forced to accept change because movements force them to accept it. What happens is that the political dynamics must be changed so for the politician to think that change is more politically safe than status quo. You have to make the change position more safe, more of an opportunity for the politician than the status quo. All of these politicians are professional weather vanes. It's our job to make sure that the wind is blowing in the right direction. Because if we don't, somebody else will. If we don't get involved, somebody else will. Somebody else already is.